I started to receive prophecy some time ago now, and the prophecy that I want to share with you the most. It's about 6 years ago when, at that time, the Lord told me to begin to study languages, because He will be blessing me through one of my family members, that He will be blessing me with education. And not only this, but He will be blessing me in my love life. And that time, I didn't understand much. The Lord told me to stop trying to let others see what I see, that others know me, but simply let my life be a testimony to them, and that He will be blessing me in my love life. Today, I am here to share with you that not only I had many of the promises fulfilled, but He promised me jobs, and He said, after every job I give you, you will be growing after. I began with very simple jobs, but from every job, I left this one and I continued to a bigger one and a bigger one. And then I didn't understand why I was studying languages. But later, first I had a trip. I earned a scholarship. Thanks to what the Lord had promised, I won a scholarship. I traveled to Cameroon. The scholarship was hindered because there was war in this country. But the Lord is so great that you think this is it, Lord? And I went and came back, but it was not like this. After that, I traveled once again. And thanks to that, I was able to finalize my first career. And now, today, I don't only speak one language because He told me to study languages, but I speak now 2 other languages. And at the same time, my wife is here that the Lord told me He will be blessing me in my love life. I want to encourage all the young ones. Many times when people speak to us about God, we think it's for the elders, but God is real. And when we seek Him, He blesses us and He surprises us, because it's not for us, but it is for the love He has towards us. All of these I testify to give honor and glory to our Lord.
I would like to testify to exalt the Lord. In prophecy, the Lord said to me, among the many beautiful promises He's made me, He said, I'm going to be healing one of your loved ones. He will be sick, but do not worry, because I will manifest myself and I will heal him. Around this time, my father became sick. He was very ill and was hospitalized for about 2 weeks. And truthfully, he was very sick. This was something that caused immense concern to the family. And when they called me at 2 a.m, they called me because they were taking him to the hospital because he had fainted at home. When I left my house, I was so worried that I didn't even pay attention to what I was wearing. And the first thing, and so I was in the car speaking to God, and I said to God, Lord, and I didn't even have 100 francs in my pocket. I had no money. And I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to the hospital to see my father. They're waiting for me while they waited for my husband as well. But I thought, what am I going to do at the hospital so that they can start his treatments and the analysis and all of these things, because of course his health requires it. And I thought, God, I have nothing. I have no money. And I know that those people that are at the hospital right now, they're waiting for me. And when I arrived, my husband arrived a few minutes after me. And they were able to treat my father. When my husband arrived, they had began the treatments. My father at the moment had no memory of anything. And during that time, the only thing that I would do while he was hospitalized, I would play the choruses. Those choruses that we were just listening to. Those were the ones that I played my father at night because he was not able to fall asleep. I would play the choruses and the Bible studies from the sister at night. I would play the ones that I have on my phone. I would place the phone right next to his pillow so that he could hear them. And brothers and sisters, I want to share that while I was in the hospital, my husband was very supportive, but I received so much money because the medication was expensive. Every day it was a new medication that cost around 90,000 francs. The medication was very expensive. And I also saw how people came to the hospital to bring me money. And glory to God. Truthfully, in those 2 weeks that I was there at the hospital, I even had extra money. And I have no words. I am testifying to give the honor and glory to God. And he healed him. He healed him as well. My father is now doing very well. Glory to God.